Phyllis Hyman, why you ain't go in that room and don't come out till you got about 17 songs? You hear me? I don't care if they was good or bad. Beyonce ain't the best writer in the world, but the bitch got writer's credits.
I don't hear nobody out there.
Hello there, love bugs. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment respectfully, tip your favorite narrator via Cash App at $NAROB on YouTube. And if you have not already joined our book club, please hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube. And for a $5 fee, you babies, yes, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Listen, y'all. We got a book that's on its way, okay? Our book club fairy, you know who you are. I love you so much. But our book club fairy sent us a book. If you are a member, you already know what it is. We're halfway through the Phyllis Hyman book. So I would say by like the second week of October, we should be on and pop it. If not sooner. Okay, y'all know my birthday is coming up October the 2nd. So please make sure y'all send me a birthday gift over there to the Cash App at $NAROB on YouTube. We're going to have... I need some new glasses, y'all, because look. The first dog done bit the bee. Lulu done bit the bee off the Burberry. And then turned around and bit the Y off the Burberry on this one. Y'all need some glasses. I had these for a minute. Like, I think I've had these for like 3 years. My prescription has changed. But anyway, love bugs, let's continue reading. Dun, 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 dun. I got some teeth work done. Strength of a Woman by Jason A. Michael. Mr. Michael done a very good job. I know one of y'all gonna run over there and tell him I said so. She was doing well in rehab for the last week of her month-long treatment. Phyllis was asked to invite her family to her therapy sessions. Phyllis's relationship with her mother in particular was one that would never cease to confound her. Phyllis in many ways had fought to create a persona for herself that was the antithesis of all that her mother represented. What was Louise Hyman? A mere housewife who had never worked, whose only job was to change the diapers and wipe the noses of several children. Remember when we read in the beginning of the book how the father was disrespectful to the mother? And Phyllis saw that behavior and also became disrespectful to the mother. And at the same time, the mother got mental issues going on. You got the father being all crazy to her. And then she got her oldest daughter treating her without respect. Phyllis realized that that was a guilt that she had inside of her for a long time. So what she tried to do was create families outside of her original family and make it right. That's why I believe sometimes them stepdaddies be better to their stepchildren than they are their own children. It's because they trying to fix what is broken in them from years ago. So with that being said, let me make a bit of a confession. I don't talk about my dad a lot because he and I don't have the best relationship. Like I said, one day I'm going to write a book. He didn't, do anything nasty to me or anything. Well, he did, but not actually, okay? But it's not like I have not tried to mend the relationship with my father. When you and your parents do not have the strongest relationship, when you have a child, it is the parent's second opportunity to make things right with you. And if you're mature enough, you won't be jealous of the fact that your parents are treating your children better. You will be appreciative for the effort if you are mature enough. Now, we know I don't have children. What I do have is nieces and nephews. I am not happy with my dad because my dad could more than make up to me where he faltered with me if he nurtured a relationship with his grandchildren, especially the granddaughter that looked just like me, who is my niece, my twin. Okay? But my father is the only child, and he's just, I don't know, it's just frustrating with him. But reflecting back on Phyllis Hyman's situation, I understand why she wants to make things right through other families. But if she does not have the tools to know how to love and nurture and provide kindness, then no matter who she's with, somebody will always be the butt of her joke. Sometimes what happens is when the one parent is being disrespectful to the other parents, the children, if not checked, they will disrespect the parent also. Because why should I respect you? My daddy don't respect you, and that's my daddy. If he don't respect you and he pay all the goddamn bills, why the hell do I have to respect you? You know? So things like that manifest in children. As she returned to Philadelphia, old friend was sitting at number 59 with a bullet on the R&B chart. She was optimistic about the possibilities and very much in love with Tad, who was spending a great deal of time at her Philadelphia apartment. She began accepting limited dates to keep some cash coming in and to allow her to promote the album in the various cities she played. Phyllis flew a day early to Detroit, for example, and did stopovers at all the major radio stations in the city. Early indications were that Living All Alone was a hit, and the album received almost universal praise from the critics. I definitely think this is the best album I've done since my very first one for Buddha, because like that one, it reflects Phyllis Hyman, not what producers think I am and should be musically, Phyllis said. Most of the records in between have been fragmented. They've had great moments, but no consistency. I can be fully responsible for this one. This is definitely my record. Clearly, time hadn't mellowed Phyllis's feelings for Clive Davis. Smart or not, Phyllis relished the opportunity to be able to publicly attack Clive. The spotlight was once again on her, and she didn't mind sharing it with Clive in this context. She considered it payback for all the time she tried to speak to him and he didn't listen. You know, Clive Davis would say, "This is the tune," and I never had the nerve to say differently. Phyllis said, "Consequently, you had knots in your stomach, you were stressed out, you abused yourself, and you did things you didn't want to do. Today, I don't do that. This last album just turned my whole life around." I mean, it's true. It's true. I mean, it's true. Yes, now that they were listening once again, the whole world would get to hear exactly how she felt. Whitney's the only one they took time with. Phyllis told one reporter. She got all the attention. Gil Scott-Heron didn't get any. The average white band got pushed aside, and so did Gino Vanelli, myself, Angela Bofield, and none of us did very much there. I can go on and on about the artist who suffered while Whitney got all Davis's attention. It's all Whitney Houston's fault. I tell you what. Listen, let me tell you how you do. You get out there and you promote yourself. You know, we read that, what's his name? We Want the Funk. What's his name? George Clinton. We read that George Clinton book. And them record companies wasn't messing with that funkified, acid-taking mother hunchy period. Okay? Because he was getting over on them, child. If I could even explain the goop that he was giving. He was getting money every which way he could. The only reason why he struggled was because of the crackers. Okay? But they wasn't helping him getting more money out of them. He worked because the record companies wasn't really feeling what George Clinton was doing. He had to get out there and promote his own shiz. He stayed at the radio stations promoting his own shiz. He was writing his own songs. He was creating more groups. That ninja was getting to the money. It ain't Clive Davis' fault and Whitney Houston's fault that you're lazy, Phyllis Hyman. You gotta do more than just sing. Earlier in the book, we read that Clive Davis said that you have to be a dynamic singer every time to be able to survive in this business if you're not a songwriter. Phyllis Hyman, why the fuck you ain't go in that room and don't come out till you got about 17 songs? You hear me? I don't care if they was good or bad. Beyonce ain't the best writer in the world, but the bitch got writer's credits. It ain't Clive Davis' fault, Phyllis Hyman, that you lazy and want to suck on the dolls all day. Stop blaming somebody else for your problems, girl. Phyllis just wanted to lay around and let, success come to her. No. Obviously, you ain't got what it takes. You ain't had a personality, okay? And maybe you didn't have a voice. Whitney Houston wasn't no writer, arranger, producer. She wasn't none of that. And she was on drugs the whole goddamn time, as we found out later. She was just the singer. They was the same person. Whitney won because Whitney knew how to play the game, period. I said it, goddammit. I said it. Now, y'all go in the panty section and attack me. Phyllis blamed Clive for momentarily stealing her self-esteem. For a while, it played a lot on her psyche, she said. I had a total lack of confidence and self-worth. The thing that kept me going was the fact that I had live performances. Phyllis failed to realize that while stabbing Clive Davis with her words felt good to her at the time, it was she who would do the bleeding.
Hollywood, lovely white light, baby carry. But it is in Hollywood,